College of Life and Environmental Sciences, Monday the 5th of December 2022, 12:30 p.m. Congratulations, and we hope you have a wonderful day. Congratulations to our University of Birmingham graduands. Here we are in the Great Hall at the heart of the Edgbaston campus. Attendees, mostly graduands and their friends and family, are seated. Here are the student musicians. It's great to see them returning to ceremonies following the pandemic. getting started. Here's the first of our 2 mace bearers beginning the ceremony. The centenary mace bearer is usually a staff member who has volunteered to take part in the ceremony. The mace bearer enters through the back of the Great Hall and leads a procession of staff to the stage. Who is the second of the 2 mace bearers, follows. The maces are placed on stage for the duration of the ceremony.
I declare the congregation open. Please do take your seats. Well, a very good afternoon to you and welcome to this graduation ceremony. My name's Professor Robin Mason. I'm Pro-Vice-Chancellor International here at the University of Birmingham, and it's a real delight to see you all here. It is the highlight of the academic year to have our graduands, who over the course of this afternoon's ceremony will transform into graduates. So they start off as graduands and by the end they'll be graduates. And it's a really special time for us, so very pleased that you're able to join us in this absolutely, I hope you agree, magnificent setting. This is the Great Hall of the University. It was built in 1900, and since that time, thousands of our students have been welcomed here for their graduation, and they've felt exactly what you're feeling right now, a mixture of excitement, a bit of trepidation about having to come up these steps to be graduated, and a real sense of fulfillment that today marks the culmination of all your hard work. They too have donned the caps and the gowns. They've observed the rituals and the traditions that you're observing, so you're following in the footsteps of many thousands of graduates of the University of Birmingham. I've had the real pleasure of being part of many graduation ceremonies here at the university. The last one, if you remember the heat wave in July, that was the last one that I did in this cap and gown. It was quite something. Whether the weather is cold and a bit drizzly or whether it's baking hot, it doesn't matter. These ceremonies are just so special, and I have the same sense of anticipation today as I have in each graduation ceremony in which I take part. And the sense of pride at all the great things that our students have done to make it to this day, and of course, anticipation of the great things that they're going to do in future. December graduations are particularly special because it's a time at which we can celebrate a broad range of achievements. Some of the graduands will have been working here for several years, studying for an undergraduate degree, or undertaking a higher or professional apprenticeship. Some of the graduands will have dedicated the last few years to undertaking original research that expands the boundaries of knowledge, and they're here to be awarded their PhDs. For those of you who have studied a master's qualification or completed a leadership program, your time with us has been a bit shorter. And indeed, some of you may not have spent too much time on campus at all because you've been studying in your workplace or elsewhere. Whether you're an undergraduate, master's, PhD student, or some other candidate, you are still very much part of our University of Birmingham family. And I'd like to take you back for a moment to the time at which you decided to join us. It was no doubt a momentous decision for you. And you made that decision because you trusted that studying with us would expand your knowledge of your area, would perhaps allow you to take the next step in your career. Maybe you just wanted to further the world's understanding through your research. And you made the decision despite knowing about, perhaps not fully, but despite knowing about the challenges and sacrifices that lay ahead. I know that many of you have been juggling your studies alongside work. Some of you have had family and other caring commitments. And all of that, we understand just how daunting and what a task it's been for you to complete your studies successfully, despite those challenges and despite the many sacrifices that you've made. Many of you have come to study in Birmingham from outside the UK. And this may have meant leaving your family and friends behind you and adjusting to living perhaps alone in a new culture, all while getting to grips with your study. And of course, those sacrifices may not have been yours alone. You may be joined today by family and friends celebrating your achievements, but who have also had to make sacrifices to support you during your study. Well, this is the day when we see that it really has all been worth it. This is the day when we can celebrate you becoming graduates, despite all of those challenges and despite those sacrifices. And so consider what you've achieved. Each of you will have your own story about your time at Birmingham, but those stories will no doubt have common threads. Each of you will have explored new ideas. You will have encountered what seemed like at the time insurmountable problems, and yet you tackled them and you overcame them. You've met new people who've inspired you in many ways. You've made friends that will last you a lifetime. You've learnt more about yourself and about the world around you. And you've advanced your potential to go on to achieve whatever comes next for you. So as you make your way up these daunting steps, I hope you look back on all of that with a huge sense of pride. Today is a really important step in a journey that you've been shaping for a number of years, and it's your moment to celebrate all of the tenacity, the determination, and the drive you've shown to reach your goals. You now have the opportunity to apply all of that expertise to make an even bigger difference. And indeed, I don't think it's exaggerating to say we really are looking to you, the next generation of leaders, to address the needs of our world now and in the future. So no pressure there, but but we know you're capable of it. Because you're soon going to be a graduate of not just one of the top universities in this country, but one of the top universities in the world. And we're enormously proud that you are now part of our legacy. One of the most important things that a university produces is its graduates, and we take enormous pride in what our graduates go on to do. During your time here, you'll have been taught by, and perhaps some of you collaborated with, some of the very best researchers in the world in their areas. And I'm sure you've been inspired by their enthusiasm and their deep knowledge. You'll also have been supported in myriad ways by tutors, student support teams, program administrators, the staff who look after our fantastic campus, a whole raft of people, some of whom you may never have seen, but they work behind the scenes to have given you the experience that you've had while at the university. So graduands, I wonder if I can call on you now. Here's your opportunity to thank friends and family who have supported you during your study, and all of the members of staff at the university who have worked with you to bring you to this day. So graduands, could you please give a round of applause for all those who have supported you. Thank you. So the moment is almost upon us. Soon you'll come up onto this stage and I'll admit you to your degree. This is your moment. When you come up and when your name is read out, it's your graduation. Family and friends, I'd like to issue a bit of a challenge. This morning's ceremony was quite noisy, but I'm really looking to you to crank up the volume. So when your graduand comes up onto the stage, I'd like to hear you, please. That's the cue for lots of noise and applause. Make it competitive. So, final piece of advice. Be careful on the stairs. I've never had, in all of the graduation ceremonies I've done, I've never had anybody trip up or down. So please allow me to keep that record. Give a big smile for the cameras, because there'll be plenty of pictures. And most of all, don't forget to savor your moment, your graduation. My warmest congratulations to you all. Well done.
Good afternoon. My name is Professor Ed Wilding, and I'm the Head of School of Psychology at our university. Pro-Vice-Chancellor, to you and to the university, I present the names of these graduands, as listed in my programme, proved worthy to be admitted to their respective degrees.
By virtue of my authority as Pro-Vice-Chancellor, I admit those persons listed in the programme, both in attendance and in absentia, to the degree for which they are to be presented.
In the School of Psychology, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, for research into the use of augmented feedback in virtual reality to support motor rehabilitation, Diyar Abdul Karim. For research into how to improve the services the police and the domestic abuse organisations provide to domestic abuse survivors, Shoshana Ganda-Zoka. For research into the similarities and differences of artificial and human audiovisual perception, Michael Joannou. For research into social cognition in infants born moderate and late preterm, Catherine Mary Laverty. For research into the neurochemical and psychological mechanisms of learning in autistic and non-autistic adults, Alicia Johanna Rybicki. For research into the self-harmful thoughts and behaviours among young people who are lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer or questioning, Amy Jessica Williams. For research into the impact of sleep and neurodevelopmental conditions on the quality of life of children with epilepsy, Alice Afua-Windsor. For the degree of Doctor of Clinical Psychology, for research into mental health difficulties across the autistic spectrum, Lisa Ann Blatchford. For research into British Pakistani women's support after a perinatal loss, Anna Elizabeth Chataway. For research into acquired brain injury, partner experience, lack of emotional warmth, and its impact on the relationship, Adele de Grey Towell. For research into pregnancy and birth experiences of black women, Nikita Louise Duncan. For research into the evaluation of neuropsychological assessment, Karl Krenitsky. For research into trauma risk management experiences, Lauren Emma Palton. For research into moral injury in a UK secure care population, Scott Allen Steen. For research into the experiences of clinical psychologists delivering trauma-focused therapy, Georgia Stewart. For research into psychometric properties of questionnaire and scales in a UK prison population, Harry Stileman. For research into critical incidents that impact on the implementation of TRIM in a mental health service, Catherine Ann White. For research into functioning and behaviour in autistic children with intellectual disability, Claire Louise Wright. For the doctorate in forensic psychology practice, for research into the key characteristics of mass casualty terrorist events and critical consideration of current risk assessment practices, Catherine Rebecca Powis. For the Forensic Clinical Psychology Doctorate, for research into the experiences of prison officers working with self-harm, Victoria Jones. For research into exploration of the personal experiences of digital forensics and analysts' daily work, Claire Ruth Strickland. For the degree of Master of Research, Kiranpreet Gill. For the degree of Master of Science, Brain Imaging and Cognitive Neuroscience, Carla Diana Bodea. Svetlana Dimitrova Boneva. Mariam Fahim. Kiran Ghaffar. Max Laverty. Anya Malvia. Laura Moreau. Emma Robinson. Gugan Sanga. Monica Anna Shimanchak. Olivia Ruth Philippa Vella. Wenjun Wang. Iha Zhang. For computational neuroscience and cognitive robotics, Khaldun Megdadi. Roy Bleicher. Jacob Benjamin Parkin Bussell. Zachary David Datson. Joseph Harper. Gattis Jurkans. Niraj Lalji. Aparna Nadaraj. Erin Molly Napier. Rama Srilalitha Sahitya Pavada. Holly Smith. Gemma Stevens. Aditya Umajikar. For mental health, Zainab Abid. Inderpal Singh Baya. Henna Banger. Henna Chumba. Gemma Louise Davey. Serena L. Tawil. Vidika Gadia. Niall Gamble. Mariam Ghaffar. Libby Gray. Emma Handy. Anna Ivan. Aman Kaur. Peter Jonathan Marfleet. Maisie Matthews. Hannah Mills. Millie Caitlin Snape. Craig Sperry. Kirsty Stapleton. Shenya Sun. Luke Traynor. Kirsty May Tubb. Phoebe Ward. Emily Watson. Isabel Teresa May Worrell. Charlotte Ragg. Jiajung Wu. Zheyu Zhao. Annika Zaman. Thomas Eaglesfield. Usman Raja. Henry Wilson. For psychology, Oyindamola Halimat Abdullahi. Nicole Valentine Ganger. Tabitha Hogg. Michelle Koisa. Eleanor Annie Valance. Rachel Walsh. Xiaoyin Zhai. For systemic psychotherapy, Laura Valerie Derbyshire. Edak Effiong. Annette Sharon Golker. Bethany Alice Siobhan Griffiths. Jacqueline Rachel Hancock. Elizabeth Ann O'Gorman. Kim Thompson. Philippa Mary Ailey Wilson. For Psychology and Psychological Research, Master of Science, Jessica Henlon. For the Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Maria Yasmin Al-Saeed. Isma Bibi. Lucy Rebecca Birch. Amelie Grandjean. Catherine Jones. Uzma Kauser.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, it's my great pleasure to present to you Chris Rokes as an Honorary Doctor of the University of Birmingham. Chris is a double World Cup winner for England in the ODI and in the T20 tournaments. He is an all-rounder of both the red and the white ball form of the game, a hard-hitting batsman and a key wicket-taker, deadly with both the new ball and at the death. And reflecting on England's test win earlier today, maybe it would have been over a bit quicker if you'd have been there, Chris. Chris is one of our own. He was born in Birmingham and began playing cricket from the age of 7 at Aston Manor Cricket Club. He developed rapidly, working through the Warwickshire under 15, 17, the academy and the second 11 teams. He made his Warwickshire first 11 debut in 2006, aged 17. He's been a first team player ever since. His sporting home is only 1.5 miles away from where you sit, just over a 20-minute walk. In the 2009 season, he made his maiden first-class century of 131 not out against Hampshire, extraordinarily batting at number 9 and in the 222 partnership. However, it could have all been very different. He was a trainee academy footballer with Walsall FC until the age of 14, football's loss being cricketing's gain, and one of a number of sliding doors moments which, as Chris has acknowledged, has shaped and guided his career. Chris's international career began in 2009 when he was called up to the England Lions, making his debut against the West Indies and taking 6 for 43 in the first innings. He made his T20 debut in January 2011 against Australia, and on the second one-day international had figures of 6 for 45. He made his Test debut against the old enemy in the 2013 Ashes series, and against Sri Lanka in 2014, he was the key new ball bowler, taking 6 for 47 in the 5th match of the one-day series, a performance which was recorded as one of the best spells of international one-day bowling for that year. As an all-rounder, it's appropriate that Chris has made it onto the fabled honours boards at Lord's. In 2016, for taking his best match figures of 11 for 102 against Pakistan, and in 137 not out against India in 2018. A significant achievement for any cricketer, but even more so in both bat and ball. In one of the pinnacles of his career, Chris played a major role in England's 2019 One-Day International World Cup victory. He was player of the match in the semi-final against Australia, taking 3 wickets at Edgbaston for only 14 runs. Chris took 3 further wickets in the final against Pakistan to help lift the World Cup for England. Chris was first proposed for this honorary degree on the basis of the achievements listed so far, but COVID has delayed this award, and Chris has been busy since this nomination. He's now in the World Cup T20 winning squad. Chris played every game in the winning run to the final as they beat Pakistan to lift the cup. In reaching this second pinnacle, he is now a red and white ball World Cup winner. Chris lists his 3 favourite foods as pizza, steak, and biscuits. At least 2 of these will resonate with the students in the room. I think there needs to be further work to explore this combination in any future collaborations with the university around sports nutrition. So in addition to his advice on sports nutrition, his insight, motivation, and helpful to advice to our students in SportX and in UOB Sports will help us in arenas such as elite sport performance, talent development, strength and conditioning, and rehabilitation. In addition, cricket is obviously an international sport, and Chris has played extensively in the IPL in India with the Delhi Capitals. This is a franchise co-owned by one of our partner organisations. We look forward to benefiting from his India experience to help the school and the university extend our activity much further into the subcontinent. This award from the University of Birmingham acknowledges Chris's truly impressive career, and we hope signals the start of a partnership with which we can form new and exciting partnerships together. Pro-Vice-Chancellor, to you and the university, I present Chris Wokes as a Doctor of the University, honoris causa.
By virtue of my authority as Pro-Vice-Chancellor, I admit you to your degree. Many congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, members of the university, graduates, graduands and guests. I'd like to thank Jerry for those kind words. I didn't expect my love for biscuits to be announced today, but there you go, the secret's out. Hopefully my nutritionist isn't listening today. On a serious note, it's a huge honour to be stood here receiving this honorary degree. Receiving such recognition from a prestigious university like the University of Birmingham means so much to me, and being a local lad who grew up in Great Bar, just down the road, makes it that extra bit special. In fact, I think the only other time I have been to the university was for a pre-season fitness session, a cold March day with Warwickshire, where we were made to run until we pretty much couldn't run anymore. I can assure you today has been a much more pleasant experience. I want to congratulate all the graduates in the room today on what must be an extremely exciting and proud day for you and your families. To get to this point, there's been a huge amount of hard work, dedication, endless hours of studying, I'm sure, maybe a few hangovers as well. But nonetheless, you've made it and you should be proud of your achievements. I'm sure you are all incredibly ambitious, and rightfully so. Let this be the beginning of successful careers in your respective fields. When I received the letter from the university wishing to reward me with the honorary degree, to recognise my achievements in international cricket, I really did have to pinch myself. I stand here now, a 2-time World Cup winner, when all I really wanted to do was to put on a shirt for Warwickshire County Cricket Club at Edgbaston and play at that amazing stadium just down the road that I'd visited since I was a young boy. What that has taught me is that anything is really possible when you have a resilience, you're determined, and a drive to constantly look for improvements. A quote I always like to remember, and I fully believe in, is hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard enough. This has been evident to me throughout my career when playing with and against some of the best cricketers in the world. What makes the greatest players stand out from the rest is their desire to get better, even when you think that's not possible. In my eyes, everyone can always get better. No journey is plain sailing. There will always be bumps in the road, but it's how we overcome them which shape us as individuals. I have certainly had my fair share along the way. A lot have been injury-related, which I'm sure the graduates from rehabilitation sciences in the room will be able to relate to very well. There have been times, particularly after my knee surgeries, when I thought I might not play again, or at least for England, not least. But I've always had the belief to trust the process and get back to where you were when you were at your best. I think the message that I'm trying to deliver is that no journey is ever the same, and no one's journey is ever speed bump free. I'd like to say a few thank yous, obviously, before signing off. Firstly, the University of Birmingham. I'm well and truly humbled by this recognition and really hope this is the beginning of a partnership which creates new and exciting opportunities for one another. And again, it's a real honour to now be a doctor of the university. I'd also like to thank my mum and dad who are here today. Once I signed my first pro contract as a cricketer, I thought I was kissing away the chance of any graduation. So mum and dad's taxi service has certainly paid off now. And finally, my wife and two girls, Amy and Layla and Evie. None of this would have been possible without you, so thank you very much. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I think to the girls, playing doctors and nurses now will certainly have a different meaning. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, to you and to the University, I present the names of these graduates as listed in my programme, proved worthy to be admitted to their respective degrees. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Wai Ying Kwok. Meg Lewis. Caitlin Mobley Down. Simapreet Kaur. Anissa Riaz. Phoebe Saville. Jessica Stansby. Ethan Turner. Benjamin West. Yuet Shi Wong. In the School of Sport, Exercise and Rehabilitation Sciences, for the Doctor of Philosophy, for research into physical activity, sedentary behaviour and health in rheumatoid arthritis, Sophia Brady. For Master of Research, Emma Louise Baker. Alexander George Haynes. For the Master of Science, Advanced Manipulative Physiotherapy, Elizabeth Sarah Bailey. Prathi Prasanna Jagtap. Tinyao Alexander Ng. Shruti Pankaj Kumar Patel. Gianluca Roviello. Namrata Mahesh Vora. For exercise and sports medicine, football, Akinsoji Oladele Akintolo. Kanvi Kaushik Bavsar. Dwani Vijay Dharamshi. Meldrick Gomez. Pruna Sunil Java. Bemasolo Olewatusin Olejadwi. Pranali Paresh Parekh. Pooja Sanjeev Shah. Varun Umesh Shastri. Karan Prasad Shetty. Mridul Kumar Singh. Alexandros Stephanakis. James Latham. For physiotherapy pre-registration, Clarissa Janelle Ziva Agamo. Manuel Atunya Correa. Colette Jessica Bell. Andraj Bobnar. Lucy Charlotte Brown. Imogen Alice Eleanor Broyd. Jake Matthew Coles. Alexander Corns. Laura Jane Dales. Harry Joseph Daly. Ben Joseph Davis Moore. Chinma Ebizi. Tiago Farash Triano. Matthew Finney. Emily Louise Foss. Sarah Elizabeth Gosling. Rosita Lillian Grinnell. Chi Lok Hong. Laura Humphreys. David Ikeje. Harry Ingham. Jamie Jaroszewski. Karishma Jethwa. Luke Johnson. Luke Brodie-Jones. Thomas Jones. Saskia Kreutzfeldt. Chun Ming Kwong. Chun Chung Lam. Eliam Lam. Rebecca Love. Charlotte Lidford. Boney Rose D. France Marnie. Holly Muldowney. Jacob Miles. Kelechi Obi. Daniel Osborne. Claire Eloise Petrie. Olivia Platt. Kieran Roy Prendergast. Jessamine Tapitha Radford. Alexandra Helen Grace Riley. Kaylee Robinson. Isabel Louise Ruff. Francesca Ride. Gurdev Singh Saini. Eloise Sands. Rebecca Louise Saker. Eloise May Smith. Raheen Senna. Rhiannon Toyton. Madeline May Tracy. Gabrielle Vincent. Daisy Walker. Miles Wesley Whitbread Jordan. Ruth Wilson. Chun Wing Wong. Phoebe Joanna Wood. For sport coaching, Kirsten Jenny Westgate. For the Bachelor of Science, Applied Golf Management Studies, Thomas Martin Johnson. For physiotherapy, Jamila Olalade Bamibola. Chun Lai. Hoi Wai Lo. Sarah Elizabeth Page. Mackenzie Lee Roberts. Ragip Jamal Sobe. Apurba Subedi. Ki Yen Wee. For Sport and Exercise Sciences, Anna Henderson. For Sport and Exercise Sciences with International Year, Sean Grilly. For Sport, Exercise and Health Sciences, Louis Gosrani. Kia Paris Keenan. Zine Kerai. George Henry Lee. Henry Pedler. George Pettit. For Sport, Physical Education and Coaching Science, Olivia Burke. I would now like to introduce our student representative, Inderpal Bahai.
Welcome, graduates, friends, family, university staff, and esteemed guests. What a fantastic celebration of all the hard work and effort that everyone has put in. It truly does feel like it has come to fruition with this graduation, made even better by celebrating in this great hall. I hope that you're having a great day, and for those of you who have not visited our campus before or didn't catch any of the coverage of our little sporting event this summer, I'm sure you'll agree that Birmingham is not quite the urban jungle it may have been portrayed as in the past, although of course we are very proud of our industrial roots. Before we get on to our achievements, let's take a moment to appreciate this historic building on this beautiful campus. For me, this is one of the things that makes this graduation so special. The chance to graduate in person in this 120-year-old Great Hall. This red brick building is something that's unique to our university. As some of you may know, there are very few graduations that take place on a university's own campus, especially one as amazing as this. I hope you really enjoyed today, and if this is your first time on campus, make sure you take some time to have a good look around, visit our museums, and just relax. Also, I'm sure my fellow graduates will be very happy to join me in taking a moment to show our appreciation to all the wonderful academic staff, the lecturers, supervisors, tutors, and the equally important support staff, plus our family and friends, without who we probably would not be graduating today. So let's take a moment to have a round of applause for all those people. Now let's consider our achievements. What is achievement? Maybe achievement is getting top marks on an assignment. Maybe achievement is being captain of a sports team, or maybe achievement is landing that graduate role. But I think achievement is what we have all accomplished, completing a degree, whether that is undergraduate or postgraduate. All of us will have done so in the face of some kind of adversity. Just 2 years ago, no one would have imagined that we'd be celebrating in this hall together today. And so every one of us should be very proud of what we have achieved. I know that I am. Irrespective of what classification we got, what award we were given, or what honour we were bestowed, every single one of us has achieved something phenomenal. My own experience as a postgraduate has been filled with opportunities, from representing students on my MSc Mental Health programme to representing all postgraduate students across the School of Psychology. I personally am especially pleased with the work I did to ensure the university's commitment to continually improve student experience was realised, and for my work in promoting our degree programmes. I've had the pleasure of promoting diversity and inclusion within the modules of my own degree programme and played a role in the development of new degree programmes. But the opportunities I've been afforded at Birmingham have extended beyond my school. I've been able to work with a small community enterprise promoting mental well-being in ethnic minority communities, and I've worked with the university's careers network to help enhance employability in the curriculum across the whole university. Employability is a priority for all students, and knowing that my contributions will benefit the experience of students even after I've left this university is an achievement that gives me great pride. I would like to personally and deeply thank all students and staff who engaged in these processes, because without students and staff, these processes would never have happened. My story is unique, and every single one of you will have your own story, so make sure you live it, celebrate it, and enjoy it. Now, of course, many of us may be feeling a certain sense of trepidation, and perhaps even sadness at leaving the student bubble and entering the real world. But we are all ready for this, ready to do good with what we have learned and ready to make our mark on the world. I, like many of you, have made friends and memories that will last a lifetime. And I know that's a cliche, but I think it's true. And whilst our journeys may not have all been plain sailing, I think we can all agree that the experience has been a rewarding one, and all that hard work has truly paid off. Finally, as we look forward, we are all graduating at a time of immense social, political, and economic change. The degrees that we have graduated in today will be vitally important for the future of our world. From mental health to cognitive neuroscience, physiotherapy to sport coaching, or any of the other valuable degrees in the schools of psychology and sport exercise and rehabilitation sciences. Understanding the way mental health might be influenced, finding novel interventions from brain scanning, or recognizing the importance of a healthy lifestyle, along with the general but ever more vital skill of critical analysis. These are the skills that make a University of Birmingham graduate unique. My fellow graduates, I hope that you go on to use the knowledge you have gained here at Birmingham in the future to make a real change to the lives of those who cannot access a university education. We are immensely privileged to have been in the position to complete a degree, and even more so to have completed it at a university, not just one that is ranked so highly within the United Kingdom, but one that is ranked in the top 100 in the whole world. This truly is a global university in the heart of an ambitious city. It has been a pleasure to have had the opportunity to speak to you all today, and I wish you all the very best in the next steps of your journey. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is William Bloss, and I'm speaking here as Interim Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Head of College of Life and Environmental Sciences. It's a great privilege to be part of your graduation ceremony and to celebrate your achievements with you. I could see from the expressions as people came up to collect their degrees and the expressions on the audience just how much it meant to every one of you. From our very beginnings in 1900, as England's first civic university, Birmingham has welcomed people of all faiths and all backgrounds, and we've been home to some truly inspirational people. If you walk down the corridors either side of the Great Hall today on your way out from this celebration, you'll see museum objects, prototypes, manuscripts, and photographs that tell the stories of some of the groundbreaking research carried out at the university. This ranges from the work of Sir Peter Medawar, who won a Nobel Prize for his work on organ transplants, to Frederick Shotton's discoveries of Ice Age mammoths in the West Midlands. And this work continues today, with our researchers addressing some of our biggest grand challenges. Across the city, at the Tyseley Energy Park, we're devising ways to create renewable energy and to find long-term solutions to end fuel poverty. At our Bifor experiment in the Staffordshire woodlands, we're measuring how our natural environment will respond to future climate change. We're working to find the best ways to improve mental health and well-being, with a particular focus on young people. And we're working with our NHS colleagues and others to track the evolution of viruses and to develop treatments and technologies that we hope will save millions of lives worldwide. Maybe some of you who graduate today with a doctorate or with an MSc are considering careers in research, and maybe one day we'll be able to showcase your achievements in the corridors of the university also. The exhibition provides just a few examples of how we change lives through our research, but we also have an impact on the world around us in other ways. If, on your way out of the Great Hall, you turn right and walk down the hill to the Bramall coffee shop, you'll see posters and photos telling you something of the university's cultural journey. Everything from Sister Bliss and The Cure through to Joy Division's last ever concert exhibited on the walls. And across the world, thousands of our alumni are working in every conceivable industry. We were proud to host the Commonwealth Games over the summer, with hockey and squash taking place here on campus. And Birmingham students and alumni represented their countries in 9 sports and brought home a haul of 2 golds, a silver and 2 bronzes. And of course, those of you in sport, exercise and rehabilitation sciences had particular roles in welcoming the Games to Birmingham. I'm very much proud to be standing here on behalf of the university where inspirational people make inspirational things happen, where every day we have the ability to change lives for the better. And I've been inspired by hearing just a tiny bit about what you have achieved. And as you look ahead, I hope your time with us has inspired you. Your future is very much in your own hands now, and each of you is on a different path in the world. But as you leave, we hope that you'll take a piece of Birmingham with you. We hope your experiences here have extended your knowledge and expertise and honed your skills. Maybe you leave being able to analyse and critique information, practiced at discussing and debating issues with respect, and understanding the importance of having an open mind to the views of others. And together, these skills will enable you all, to make a difference to this world. So, you should work hard, you should take the opportunities as they arise, if someone asks, then say yes. And remember to help and support those around you, whatever your line of work ends up being. We have many global challenges that we need to tackle, and it's people like you, in ways big and small, who will be the ones to solve them in the future. In a few minutes' time, you'll walk out as graduates and celebrate with your fellow students, with family, and with friends. And this maybe marks the end of one chapter in your lives, but also the beginning of more adventures to come. You're now part of our alumni family, and we will still be here for you. The careers service remains open to you, and our alumni relations team run events for recent graduates and can link you up with fellow alumni all over the world. But after you've finished celebrating today, maybe you'll have time for a quiet moment of reflection. And if this is the case, I hope that you'll think back fondly on your time here, about the people who supported you and studied with you, and about your success in achieving your degrees. But overall, please do be proud graduates of the university. Take opportunities, challenge norms, don't tolerate injustice, and be kind to others, and be kind to yourselves. You entered the Great Hall today as graduands, but you leave as graduates of the University of Birmingham, and you can look forward with genuine pride at everything you've achieved so far and will go on to do. So my final words are to say to you, to class of 2022, congratulations.
I declare the congregation closed.
Close the ceremony, the maces are collected from the stage. The mace bearers lead the procession of staff and new graduates out of the Great Hall. The ceremony that completes the university journey for hundreds of Birmingham alumni is now closed. Congratulations to our new graduates. The attendees applaud our new graduating class. The live stream has now ended.